Wow! We're back for another baseball card brouhaha. Card Wars edition. Yesterday we were looking at Score 91, ripping packs, trying to guess who's in the pack. I got crushed again, but I'm looking for another repeat of putting Aaron down in the card war to see if we can build a roster with these cards and who has the best roster. So Aaron's going to talk to us a little bit more about what that's going to look like.
So, folks, if you remember yesterday, we ripped the pack. We compared the cards. This week was closer than last week, but I still came out victorious, 7-4 in guessing the cards. Adam, in fairness, got dealt a doozy. So for him to get 4 out of that was actually quite remarkable. You'll find out why here when we get into Card Wars and we start trying to build a team. And it's ugly, folks, is what I'm over here. So we're going to build a team. We're going to see which team out of our cards can produce the most WAR across average 162 games using Baseball Reference for those statistics. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to build a roster. We're going to see who comes out on top. Last week it was Adam. See if it happens again. We'll see.
Yeah, I learned last week that, if I don't know the players, it could be that their war is not very good. So, okay, so we're going to start with pitchers, work our way to DH. So I'll start first here. My pitcher, Dennis Oil Can Boyd. Interestingly, on his Baseball Reference page, it just goes by Oil Can Boyd. If you try and search Dennis Boyd, you get nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because there's different cards. Like his 90 Fleer says Oil Can Boyd.
Yeah.
But, all right. So for me, it's Mark Eichhorn.
Okay. Relief pitcher there.
Relief pitcher, which gives you a sense of.
Yeah.
I had 12 pitchers.
Yeah.
To work with, and that's what I got.
Yeah. Well, we just recently did a Canada show, so we had Oil Can Boyd as my pitcher. We got Mike Fitzgerald of the Expos.
Boom.
Fellow Expo as my catcher.
Nice. I got Jimmy Kremers. The stalwart.
Yeah. Okay. At first base, I'm going Kent Herbeck. I'm feeling strong after the Kent Herbeck at first base.
Kent Herbeck. So my first base, I got Tino. I think Tino Martinez is the peak of all goodness in this pack.
Yeah. Okay. At second base, I didn't have a true second baseman, but I had the IF infielder Tim Teufel.
Yeah. It's clutch in these sets when you get the generic infielder or outfielder. Well, I don't have a second baseman. I played. I think when I was a freshman, I played a game at second base against Colton.
Oh, interesting.
But I don't get any WAR credit for that.
Yeah. So, folks, if we don't have a card of that position, they're filled with a replacement player. So, they just get nothing on the WAR.
So, folks, you need to get real used to seeing my face because.
Okay, we're going third base. We got Jim Leyritz listed as third base, but on the card as a catcher.
Yep.
I'll take it.
He did double duty. No,
he did.
That's no question about that. Well, folks, again, I actually played a lot of third base, but again, it doesn't count for Major League Baseball WAR, so it's a 0.
Yeah. Okay. So my shortstop, I have 1982 first overall pick Sean Dunston, rifleman. Shortstop. I'm feeling good about my team right now.
I've got no clue where he was drafted. Andres Thomas.
Yeah. Okay. And then outfield. My lone outfielder, I got Glenn Wilson of the Astros.
That's your only outfielder.
My
Well,
only outfielder.
I have no outfielders, so
None at all.
my left. I mean, I remember playing Legion ball. I played one game in left field, and I actually threw a guy out at home. I kind of double duty. I threw a guy out at home, and then I also made a terrible read on a ball and went to the fence. Should have been a single. But
Yeah, well, when you don't play outfield, it's
yeah,
tough.
I don't play
Tough sledding. And then at DH, I've got the DH third base combo here, Rance Mullenix.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Rance Molnick. So mine was, if you DHs can be extra of position players.
Yeah.
So I had an extra catcher who did not help me at all. It's John Russell. So, and then folks, here's my stack of excess pitchers.
Yeah, didn't need all those folks. That's unfortunate for you. So let's take a look at the rosters. Aaron, you got a lot of empty spots there. So yeah, I mean this feels like obvious which team is going to come out on top here. But let's take a peek just to be sure. I gotta pull up our
pull up the war.
Yeah. So we're coming back here. We're pulling up the war. We'll add those up. Aaron, your total team was 0.8.
Yep. That's exactly right. 3 players.
I had just negative. I had 7 players who would have beat your entire team by themselves.
Yeah. Well, you only had one that wouldn't. Mike Fitzgerald, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then my empty spots. But yeah, so my team 15.5 war. Definitely not the 35 or whatever it was that I had last week, but still an easy victory here in the card war. And
it's going to be interesting to see, like, as we go along, like where do we get the most war? Like that 35 is monster. We were talking about this before. This is a little bit unfortunate rip for Adam on trying to guess players. I ripped another score 91 a couple weeks ago that had like Griffey and George Brett, Kirby Puckett twice. You had some guys that could play. That would have been an interesting one to see the war, but that's not what we get here. We don't manufacture this to be what we want.
Yeah. Well, we're noticing a pattern here already where if we don't recognize the cards, you're probably going to win on the war.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We split these so far. One of you've taken the war and I've taken the card guessing.
Yeah.
And that is largely due to the fact that the players that I have just didn't stick around very long, weren't notable players or even really starters on their respective teams. So.
Yeah. Well, we're putting the cards back in the binder here, and we're going to be back with another pickle.
Yes.
Come find out what card we're going to try and figure out in the pickle tomorrow. We're excited to see. We're going to show you our stat finding tools, hunt it down, try and tag out our pickle card. So come back tomorrow for that one.
Yeah, folks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging with us for the Card Wars. We love the baseball cards. We hope you're enjoying it too, and love doing this. So thanks everybody for joining us. Makes it a ton of fun for us. We love it anyway, but we love having you with us. So we'll be back at it tomorrow. Check out our regular show as well, Baseball Brewhaha, and we'll see you tomorrow.